How was Cold War? Because like I haven't.
Start off with that.
How was Cold War though?
I like it. I don't understand.
Like, is it worth me buying? Like, are we actually gonna play it?
Yes.
So I think you would really enjoy Outbreak, the zombies mode, dude.
I don't know why people aren't talking about it.
It's so
it's
fucking
just always
fun.
Warzone.
Have you guys tried prop hunt yet?
No.
I did.
Do you
I
like
tried,
it?
I tried pop.
tried it.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was dope.
I fucking love it.
I don't like. I think it's better to like become the prop, find a spot and just stay.
Yeah.
I see a lot of the guys like
run
run around and shit. It's like, dude, just like I can't remember what map it was, but I was a toolbox, and I legit found another toolbox that was part of the map. I jumped on top of it, positioned myself, and it looked exactly like I was just the toolbox.
Dude,
I went the whole round without moving. And I got best play. Yeah. I didn't die.
Yeah.
I just was in one spot the whole time.
I think it's frustrating to be the shooting people.
It's kind of boring.
I agree with you.
It's
you whistle though. Do you still whistle in this one?
I never whistled because I was like, that's fucking stupid. Why
no,
would
it
I do
whistles
that?
for you. Like it's a way so you can't hide without being quiet. Like it will whistle every 14 seconds.
Then the whistle was definitely there.
Yeah,
but it
so
always sounded like it was coming from a different spot in the map.
Yeah, because you hear ones around you too. So like you whistle every 14 seconds so they can hear you if they're close. So it's like a way of not being able to just sit there the whole game. Like there's
so like there's a stealth vibe.
Yeah, and you can have decoys
you like
that
stealth games, Cody.
Yeah, but that's
so
not
it
really,
switches
like,
between rounds.
Like the stealth games are fun when you're on the attack and you have to attack stealthily.
Right.
But if you're a fucking toolbox just sitting there waiting for somebody to find you,
make sure
it's not really stealth. I feel like I'm not.
Did you never play hide and go seek when you were a child?
Well, that's not a video game.
But it's the same thing.
Like it's real life.
There's when you're on the attack end. Like, you're basically just running around and shooting random shit, just hoping you hit a prop.
Because you get hit marks, so if you do, then you know it's... It's fun. I love it.
It is fun, but I can see where it's kind of dumb as well.
Yeah. It's fun playing with your friends. Like, when you're in a big group...
it's a party game, dude.
Yeah, when you're in a big group and you play it, it's so much fucking fun. Because you're talking shit the whole time. You're like, shit. It's fun.
I watched a video on TikTok of this it was a PC lobby, obviously, but they were like, the one person was like in charge and they were all playing Simon Says together, and the people who fucked up got shot and they let him kill him. I thought it was cool. I was like, man, I'll do that with my friends.
Yeah, that'd
be dope, dude.
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't like the multiplayer, mainly because I don't like the maps. I don't like the maps that are on there. They're all that one desert type one or whatever where you're in the. You've played it. You and I.
That's the only one I've played on.
I didn't really like that.
I fucking hate that map. It's stupid.
I played it when it was free for a weekend, and I played multiplayer, and I thought I got some kills. I just want to get good at it like I was in Modern Warfare.
My KD is already higher than what it is on Modern Warfare.
Really?
Yeah, I do so much better on Cold War.
For now,
maybe the matchmaking is better.
I was gonna say, wait till you get ranked up more though. Then it's gonna
Cody, do you like
things is gonna get tough.
I don't fucking like Call of Duty.
Okay.
Just
He's
period.
strictly against Call of Duty, man.
I don't care about Warzone or Modern Warfare or any of it now.
Have you played Cold War?
But
yeah, I played. I like the zombies. The zombies was fun.
That's what I was gonna say.
I
does
really
enjoy Outbreak.
It's just I like getting on the motorcycles and the snowmobiles. I love getting on those shits and just running away from zombies when it gets too much, jumping off, shooting the shit out of them.
I like how they have the whole like wave setup thing.
Me too. I think
I think that was a good idea.
I've only played Black Ops 2 Zombies like a few times. Is it like that?
No,
it's
way different.
They made like an open world zombie game.
Yeah.
Where Brad was describing.
So you go through each of the open worlds. They have like I think 6 maps, 6 open world maps, and you go through each one of them at like one at a time. And like as you get onto the next map, the zombies get like progressively harder to kill.
And there's more bosses and stuff like that.
Cool. Yeah, and they have like different. They have like an electric monster zombie thing, and then like a big like armored guy.
And there's plague zombies and like
the
hellhounds and shit.
Outbreak is a lot of fun.
It's fun.
I'll get it Friday.
I think you would like it, and then all 4 of us could fucking play, and we might dominate because you can get as many perks as you want. You can pack a punch your gun up to 3 times, and you can upgrade your body armor up to 3 times.
You can buy like explosive rounds and acid rounds and shit.
It's sick.
Do they look cool? Like, are they like the zombies on when they were on Warzone, or are they different?
They're the same as Warzone, dude.
Yeah,
but then there's like the extra special monsters.
I will say, and
Yeah.
Cody and I have discussed this. For some reason, Cold War, like it looks like the graphics took a step back.
Yeah, a lot of people say. Well,
Like, I think Black Ops 4 has better graphics than Cold War.
It's different people, right? For each.
Not from Black Ops 4 is the same people as.
Oh, I thought you meant from like Modern Warfare to Black Ops.
Well, it is. It does from Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare is made by Activision, and Black Ops is Treyarch.
Yeah.
But still, Black Ops 4 looks better than Black Ops Cold War.
Well,
Black Ops Cold War looks like shit.
Black Ops 4 is like futuristic, right? In 3 and 4.
You know what I like about Black Ops 4 the most is their color palette.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's very bright.
Vibrant.
I like the vibrant color, man.
Whereas Cold War is like.
Well, Cold War is kind of vibrant too, but it just looks cartoony. You know, it doesn't look. Yeah. It looks like they're going away from like realistic looking graphics and going back towards cartoony graphics.
That's stupid.
It does. It looks terrible.
Modern Warfare did a pretty good job with their graphics.
Mm-hmm.
I legitimately think it's because it's just their way of trying to get people to buy the next system. Because they did that when Ghosts came out. Because when Ghosts first came out, it came out on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and it looked like shit. But if you got it on Xbox One or PlayStation 4, it looked fucking amazing.
I like Advanced Warfare. Was that Advanced
Ghosts
Warfare?
was a good game. I don't know why you say fuck that.
I hated that game.
Yeah, I liked the aliens.
Oh, that's part. I don't really like.
I like Ghosts.
Have you guys played the Advanced Warfare one though?
No.
That's the only one I think I haven't played.
I played that one. I was good at it, so I liked it. It was like the first one I was like okay at.
So I've played the first Black Ops, the second Black Ops, and Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare, that first one there, and then
didn't you have Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3 I've played.
What?
I think those have been the only Call of Duties.
Black Ops. I played all the Black Ops.
Yeah.
I haven't played Black Ops 3. I've never.
I have it on.
It's awful.
Is it?
Yeah, it's awful.
I have it.
Dude, the zombies is hard as fuck. You get to wave 3 and you're already overwhelmed by tons and tons of zombies. It's ridiculous. I like the setting of it. You're like in a 1920s setting type deal.
Isn't
running through the streets.
Which one's the one that's got like John F. Kennedy and Nixon and shit in it? Isn't that Black Ops 3? The zombies you play as
I have no
John
idea.
F. Kennedy and Nixon and like I think Gerald Ford.
No, that's Black Ops 1, right?
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it might be.
I can't fucking
remember. Because then you can also, in one map, you can be like Danny Trejo and a couple other actors.
Idea about that.
Really?
Yeah, there's one of them you can play because like each had multiple zombie maps, and each map is a different set of characters, and they're all like real people, or at least like their image is based on real people.
That's fucking
That's
cool.
all new to me. I don't remember any of that stuff.
I thinking it was Black Ops. It might be. Maybe it is Black Ops 1. I don't remember. I never was as big into the Black Ops as I was Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
I always liked Modern Warfare better than... I like Activision better than Treyarch, basically.
See, the first games that I ever got, or I should say the first game like of Call of Duty that I ever played was Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
And then from there, I was like, oh, they have more Black Ops games?
Yeah.
So then I got the first one, and then the third one came out, so I bought that, and then 4 came out, bought that.
Honestly, this week I haven't played like any video games other than that one day. I've been watching Serial Killer Docs.
That wasn't very long though.
Serial Killer Docs, dude.
Yeah.
I started a while ago. I almost finished the Sons of Sam documentary.
Did you change your opinion at all?
No.
I didn't think
You want to know what my new opinion is?
Here we
What?
go. Here we go.
That documentary was put out by the CIA to cover up the fact that they were the ones that were feeding Charles Manson and his family acid and taught him how to do the brainwashing tactics that he used to convince them to kill Sharon Tate and the people at the Polanski house. Yeah, really? Because there was zero explanation as to why they believe that Charles Manson was involved with the process. The only explanation was that they were both in the Haight-Ashbury district. They also, I looked up the process, and they made the process out like they were a satanic group, and they weren't. Like, if you look up the process, they weren't satanic. They did make it seem like they were. They didn't make it seem like they were. They said that they were.
Like they showed like the symbol.
They were outright like, yeah, this is a satanic group. But then if you actually look them up and their philosophies, they're not.
Yeah.
They're closer to Christianity than they are Satanism.
I actually watched a video this morning on YouTube that was about how David Dobrik is a cult leader in his own way.
I think I've seen that thumbnail recently in my recommendeds.
I watched it.
Who's that guy?
David Dobrik is the guy that fucking...
The Viner.
Vine and fucking...
The Vine guy?
Yeah,
he made his friends do videos. He played pranks.
You know
on his
who
friends.
David Dobrik is.
If I showed you his picture, you'd be like, oh yeah, I don't know.
He would buy his friends cars and
TikTok,
shit.
He's like sponsored by Tesla. He's always
Anyways,
giving people Teslas.
Who that is, right?
We can't have two conversations at once.
David Dobrik, no, it is.
Yes, I know who David Dobrik is.
Thank you. I just wanted to know because he's looking over there clueless. I'm like, do you not know who he is? But no, it's saying how but I don't agree with it because a cult leader normally starts the cult to like have people follow him. That's not like David Dobrik's. He just has money and he knows how to use it to get people to do what he wants.
That's all it takes to be a cult. Then every famous person on TikTok is a cult leader, right?
But
or every celebrity is a cult leader because people
general.
look up to celebrities so much.
Like
so
I think David Dobrik just has a lot of money, and he cares about his following on social media. So then it kind of that's what he does. Like he fucks people over with money, and then. But this person was comparing it to like the Kool-Aid drinker thing and like all that shit as if he's doing that in his own way. I'm like, I don't.
As long as people aren't dying,
agree with that.
I don't give a fuck what
I think people are just looking into crap. But I mean, I don't know. There's a part of me that believes like someone that is really rich is a part of something weird or makes people do certain things. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because they think they're above everybody, right?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of are.
Well, you know the hype house. Like the hype house. That like house has no leader. Like there's not one face to that house. Like they all are their own. They're saying it is because he is the face.
You mean Sway House?
No, I'm talking about the TikTok house, the hype house.
It's called the Sway House.
And there's hype house too. There's multiple.
Two of them?
There's more than two. But the hype, they were comparing it to hype house, saying like there's no one face to that. But David Dobrik is the face of his like little group. You know what I mean? Like he is the leader. He pays them. They were showing how this girl had to get a tattoo that said whatever his house tattooed on her finger for money because she was broke, and she asked for his help. He's like, get a tattoo that says this, and then you can.
Speaking of tattoos,
like,
I don't know. That sounds like they're trying to make her the victim when she was just a desperate person. Like,
yeah,
it's not his fault that she asked him for money. Like what? Like how is she? Like how's that fucking? What's
I
wrong
don't
with
know.
that?
This was like a whole bunch. There was a whole bunch of examples. I don't agree with it.
If I was rich and all my friends started asking me for money, I would be like, you know what? I'm gonna get something out of this.
I'll get a tattoo of your face on my ass.
If you give me money, I don't care.
Yo, speaking of tattoos, totally different topic. But I was watching a show this morning. Well, Jerry's watching a show, and I just happened to look at it, and I was like, what the fuck is this? So, people, friends, or couples, they'll go on this show.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think
and
I do too.
The opposite, like, the one person gets to pick the other person's tattoo.
It's usually offensive as fuck.
And they pick the other person's tattoo, so they flip-flop, and they don't know what they're getting tattooed. Well, today, this girl and this couple was on there, right? And the girl found out that he cheated on her 26 times.
That's an oddly
Side
specific.
note,
I know, right?
Side note, that show's scripted.
Oh, I'm sure.
110%.
I'm sure, but the story is hilarious.
Yeah.
So the girl so this guy was like a fan of like soccer or some shit, and there was an opposing team that he really hated, and the girl had them tattoo that on his leg of the team that he extremely hated, and he's seen it, and the girl confronts him about cheating and stuff like that, and she's like, "You fucked me, so now I'm giving you something for life," and then he's like, "Well, look at your tattoo. It's gonna show you how I feel about you," and her tattoo was on her butt, and they were suitcases, meaning the guy wanted to leave her.
Oh man,
bro.
There's so many fucked up ones on that.
What the fuck?
It's scripted though, which makes it not as funny to me because it's like, whatever. But if it wasn't, that's a genius show.
I don't know. It's a TV show.
Snooki was
TV
on
show,
it.
so it's
Snooki's
scripted.
on it.
Really?
She's still alive.
Yeah.
I figured AIDS would have caught up to her by now.
No. She's still alive. They like keep doing like Jersey Shore fucking like reunion shit.
Yeah, it's spin-offs and shit.
Yeah.
I really wish that part of our lives was behind us.
Yeah.
Teen Mom still does it.
Dude, people love
Teen Mom
nostalgia,
still does it?
and like that's what they're doing, and they've been, dude. This whole retro thing has been in for like ever now.
I bet you within the next couple of years, 90s is going to be the big thing. 'Cause you know how 80s, throughout like the 2010s, it was like everybody was like nostalgic for the 80s and shit. And even in the 2000s, when we were young, we were always watching like that 70s show, and like everything was about the 70s.
Yeah.
Here, I bet you we're going to start seeing a lot of movies and TV shows that are set in the 90s within the next 10 years.
Good.
Well, throughout the next 10 years.
I
That's
mean,
going to be the next big nostalgia drop.
We've been seeing a lot of remakes lately
Yes.
on fucking everything.
Like, it's
Literally
weird having
everything.
iCarly like I watched that as a kid, and now there's like a remake.
People are saying
I'm
that's
like,
pretty
I
good
feel
though. I
old.
guess
Yo. So do you?
we should have an iCarly watch party.
Yo, are they allowed?
Okay.
Are they allowed
No.
to swear on that?
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
What,
Yo,
now?
good for them.
They are allowed to swear on them. They brought like the cast back.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, they're allowed to swear on it this time. Like TikTok
So it's
made a
not
huge
even
deal.
a fucking kid show anymore.
That's what I was gonna ask, because I seen a video on TikTok of
They'll
this-
say like bitch and shit,
this
not
one
like
kid-
fuck and stuff.
See, this one kid was like, what's the difference between now and then? And it pans to another guy, and he's like, we can say fuck now, but
I don't think they say fuck.
I don't think they're saying fuck either. But I was like, wait, can they swear now? They're on Paramount,
Yeah.
That's funny.
and they're all older now, so it's like, who gives a shit?
And they're making like new SpongeBob shit.
Really?
Which none of you guys care about that, but I do. Yeah, on
You know
Paramount.
what? You're
they
gonna
make-
be one of those fucking gatekeepers. It's like, this is nothing like SpongeBob what it used to.
I'm
be.
already
Hey,
like
man.
that.
I was gonna say, we've said that about
No, I
a couple
know.
things.
I know. Don't get me started on.
Yeah, I don't
fucking
wanna get
Corey
back
Taylor,
on-
dude.
Dude.
You know what? I could have a lot to say about him too.
Do you want to
Awful.
get into it
No,
then?
we don't need to do that.
Yeah, we already had this
We had
conversation
it.
when Chad wasn't here.
These
Oh,
people
God.
know. Yeah, dude.
These
we
people
I think
know.
it was everybody's top 3 episode.
So not the game.
The lyricist
Like
one
when
because you said Slipknot,
yeah.
Corey Taylor.
So for some reason, when we named our favorite, like one of our top 3 favorite lyricists, we would then proceed to talk shit about that artist. I don't know why we did
Only
it.
his though, not all.
No,
of
it's
we
just
did. We
because
did
you-
yours too with
Oh, I did
fucking
Kendrick Lamar.
We didn't
'Cause-
even really talk shit about Kendrick Lamar.
We
Me
were
and
just
Brad
like,
don't know who he is.
Yeah.
So what really happened is we made fun of her because like
I
he's
wasn't
one of her
educated.
favorite
I said he's a
lyricists,
good
but
lyricist.
she doesn't know anything about him.
Right. I didn't want to be all depressing through the whole thing because all the other two were like, because their lyrics are sad and like whatever. So last minute, I'm like, I have to think of someone that has like positive lyrics, and Kendrick usually does, and he's good at it. But it was like a last minute decision. Anyways, go on. Corey Taylor.
I like
No, not Corey Taylor.
I like aggressive music. So like lyrics, I like aggressive lyrics, and
That's what I was. That's pretty much what mine were. I like brutality.
Yeah, you really all yeah. See,
I like positive lyrics, but Those are my two, like aggressive lyrics or positive lyrics. Give those to me. Or if you can make positive aggressive lyrics, I'm fucking down with that too.
What's positive aggressive?
Like Franz.
Like?
Oh, just like party music.
No, like he's like his music is very angry, but his lyrics are very uplifting.
Yeah, you're
like
right.
They say don't,
like that one time when he was like, "Suck my dick."
Yeah, like that one. Suck my fuck. Yeah.
That's so inspirational to me.
That's not what I'm taking from it. I'm looking at it as like he's telling people not to give a shit what other people say. You shouldn't care.
Yeah,
that's pretty positive to
Tell
me because
to
it shouldn't be.
Dick.
And then when his girlfriend breaks up with him, he wants to kill himself, like, and posts about it for a month.
I don't. That's the
now they're back together.
That's the different bullshit, man.
Maybe he should stop fucking hoes on OnlyFans, and he wouldn't have to worry about it.
Didn't he pretty much like go on tour, just going around fucking girls that were going on his OnlyFans?
That was a thing.
I think so. He was like, because like every time I saw him post on Twitter, he's like, in LA today filming with so and so, in Atlanta filming with so and so, in Texas filming with so and so.
And then he kind of slowed down when he got that girlfriend.
You know what? If you can do that, good for him.
No, oh yeah, absolutely.
Round of applause.
Good for him.
Round of applause.
Slinging dick, and he's getting mad money for it.
Well, I mean, if you have the clout, dude, if you have the clout, start an OnlyFans.
I mean,
just do it for a month, and apparently you can be a fucking millionaire.
Yeah, like if you have the right clout and you do it for just like 48 hours, you're gonna make something.
So I got a topic. I wanted to talk about this.
Word.
Not the video game, but in general. What's your opinion on ghosts? Like, have you ever seen a ghost?
Oh, like paranormal activity type thing? Okay.
Yeah. Because, like, I've had this conversation with people inside of work, outside of work, and people tell me about their experiences. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, well, there's probably an explanation for that. But, like, I dug into it more with my own brain, and I'm like, so you can see shit on drugs, right? Maybe those sober people are able to activate a part of their brain to see that ghost. But somebody like me needs a drug so I can access that part of the brain to see the ghost.
Well, what would you think a ghost is then?
I don't know.
Like if that's the case, it's not like the
well, you're
normal
not religious.
Opinion of ghosts where it's like people that died and have just like stayed, you know?
Some energy.
If it's that, it would be kind of like kind of going to get a little Alex Jones here, but it would be like an extra dimensional being, right? If that's the case, it's like something from a different dimension that's always around us that we can't see, but where somehow people can access it, or you can access it with hallucinogens, right?
Yeah.
Would that be like would that I don't know if I would necessarily look at that as like something that died and like the soul stayed around as much as just some kind of extra dimensional being that we just don't, that's always around us that we just don't see. Right?
What about the stories? What about the stories of ghosts that cause harm? Do you think?
I don't believe any of them. If I'm being completely honest, I think they're all fucking lies.
Have you looked into the Conjuring story yet?
We already talked about this, and he thought it was stupid.
I just think it's a lie. I just think it's a bunch of people. It's a collective lie.
I think I don't think you can physically see anything unless it was like hallucinated. I think bad energy exists and can like move, like, because you kind of make yourself.
It absolutely does, because like if a person that I feel sketched out about is around, my mood is kind of altered a little bit,
which can make. I mean, maybe it's powerful enough to move something, but I don't think anyone can physically see anything. Like, I don't know. I think like the negative energy exists.
Our mind's
and can
a very powerful thing. And it can play tricks on us sometimes. Yeah,
like you could be vibing good, and then you just think something fucked up, and then like then you're like scared. Like you could do that to yourself. I think it's like a mind thing.
Yeah, and that could be the same way when you have like bad vibes about somebody. You know, it could be maybe they are putting off those vibes, or maybe for some reason you made a decision in your head about that person that it's now, since you already like subconsciously made that decision in your head. You're just feeling those feelings without actually realizing that it's just you that caused it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I try to, whenever somebody tells me about their ghost story, I always try to analyze it. And I'm thinking about,
or something.
I feel like there's a reasonable explanation for what you think you might have saw.
And you got to think like maybe this person isn't really telling the story 100% accurate. Maybe they're throwing something in there for dramatic effect.
Do we have any cool stories?
I don't have any ghost stories. Like, I mean,
See,
we used to go ghost hunting when I was a kid.
Same.
But I think you've come with us,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I've been with Cody a couple times.
And it just nothing ever happened. It was just us getting drunk in the woods most of the time.
Yeah, we
You know?
went to a church, and Cody and I sat up in the
Burlington.
thing, and we were
It has that like pulpit, like little circular thing where the priest could go up and like be above everybody while they were preaching.
We all sat in there drinking beer and shit. Cody and I were calling out dead people and demons, but nothing happens because
People are terrified of Barclay Cemetery, and I don't think it's scary at all.
Yeah, we went there too.
I go there and chill. Like
it's kind of cool. Like there's like the old foundation of the church that's there that used to be there and shit. And then there's some you can see some of the areas where like the ground's sunken in because of the coal mines.
Yeah, they had to like block some of that off because they got pretty bad. But they redid it up there. It looks really good. But
I haven't been up there in probably a decade.
Yeah, I've been a few years ago. But
Never been.
Like, it's sad because they're all kids that died, basically. They're all, like, really young
there
kids,
was some
babies.
Disease killed a lot of people
and
up there.
LaQuinn, yeah. So it's all just, like, really old people or really young people. That's, like, all that's up there.
So you never think you've had a paranormal experience?
No. I mean, I get the whole... There's times, even, like, in this house where I've had, like, that weird feeling like something's watching me. But that's
woods.
about yeah. And it's the same thing at my
Paranoia,
at my
dude.
grandparents' house. I would kind of have that feeling when I was growing up. Sometimes like wake up in the middle of the night and have that weird awkward feeling that like somebody's in the room when they're not. But I just never really considered it to be ghosts or anything.
You just think it was your mind.
Yeah,
telling
probably.
you.
Probably it's probably some like kind of maybe it's even like anxiety related, of like I don't know, some kind of weird chemical imbalance in my head at the time that fucking just caused me to feel different. Or maybe it is like I said, maybe it's some kind of extra dimensional being that we don't see. And that's just there, like some kind of something from like the quantum realm.
I mean, that's always an option because we don't really know.
It might sound dumb, but the next time that happens, try talking. See what happens. Talking to it.
I'm guessing nothing's gonna happen.
Okay.
I had like a sleep paralysis type occurrence one time. It only happened once.
Okay, so I wanted to tell you this a while ago, and I forgot. We talked about sleep paralysis on a podcast that we did a while back.
We did, you and I.
Yeah, me and you. I think Brad was
I
here
was
too.
a part of it. Yeah, I remember.
That night, I had fucking sleep paralysis.
I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, like literally that night. But the weird thing was, though, it kind of brought back like memories that I forgot of me having it in the past.
What is
like? It wasn't. I mean, not even necessarily.
I feel
like,
really bad, actually.
It's not even necessary. Yeah, but it's not like you're the first person that ever fucking told me about sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
It was probably literally
now we're talking about it.
Yeah, it's literally
I'll
just
tell you
because
mine.
I was thinking about it at the time. I'm sure. Like it's not. I don't believe it has anything to do with any extra beings. It's just a mental thing.
It's very much
But
mental.
It was just really weird because it was like I can't even say I have memories. It was like I was tricked into. It was just had
It's
a,
like
I had
a trigger
familiar,
experience.
Yeah, it's like I had that familiar feeling when it happened. And I had like you know how people would see like the figure and everything. What I had was because you know where my bedroom is, right? Mm-hmm. And how like there's the wall right where my bed is the wall's to the left.
Yeah.
On the other side of the wall is the dining room.
Yeah.
That I had the door open. I leave the door open at night, and I felt like I heard somebody open my front door. Mm-hmm. Walk in, and I could hear them walking on the other side of that wall up to my bedroom door, not to where I could see them. So they were just on the other side of the wall, so I couldn't see them, and they lit a lighter, and I heard the flick of the lighter, and then I could see the flame flickering against my door, but I couldn't. I tried to yell help, and it was just nothing came out. I couldn't move, and then I woke up.
Yep.
Is that like sleepwalking?
Well, no, sleepwalking
It's like
means you
a-
actually
No, you
get up and
physically
walk.
walk.
That's like a.
Oh, you were just laying in bed.
Yeah, no, I was. I
You
was lying in
literally
bed.
feel and it's very real. It's realer than a dream because it's like current time in your dream.
You're just stuck.
But it's like scary. It's mental. When I lived in the Kool-Aid drinkers, like the church people that I got kicked out of, I like rented from them my senior year of high school. And when I moved in, they're like, we're gonna bless the downstairs while you're in school, so then it's ready for you tonight or whatever. It's like my first night sleeping there. I'm like, okay. So I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, you do you, boo. It's your house. So like that night I slept, and all I remember, so I lived in like a studio apartment, half of the basement, and there's this weird door, like, you know how a spring keeps it closed, so you have to push it open on the other, like to the other side. And like in my sleep I see that open, but I see nothing there. Then like a few seconds later, like I felt like something was walking in my room, and then I see my bed dip, and then I couldn't talk or scream or anything. Like I tried for like a half a minute, and then like it went away, and then I fell back asleep. Like I woke up, looked around, and then I fell back asleep. And then like it's just weird because it's like current time dreams that are happening. What
happened to the dip?
It went away. Like they got up, and then I could like breathe again. Like, yeah, you literally tried to scream and you can't. Like your chest feels like they're on you, and then you just.
Well, I feel like Cody's gonna go through it again now that we're talking about it.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad.
It's just a dream.
Yeah,
I never got like the chest thing. Like I never felt any pressure. It was more like I just opened my mouth to scream help, and it was just like help.
Yeah. No, my chest it felt like they were laying on me. Like I saw the dip, and then like.
You know what?
I don't know. It was weird.
This shit has happened to me before when I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
I've never had a dream like that since then, but I've definitely been there. Like what you're talking about.
It just feels like you lost your voice. Like you were up all night screaming for no reason, just screaming, and then the next day you just don't have a voice anymore, and you try talking to people. It's like,
yeah, I've definitely had times where I've sat up in bed in the morning and go, that was intense.
Yeah,
dude, I mean, there's been times where
that's like really vivid dreams.
I'd be having some kind of nightmare about like running away from something or coming like face to face with something, and like I'd wake up and I'd be like breathing like I just got done running a mile or something. Like I feel like I couldn't get enough air, and I'd be like, whoa, that was intense.
With sleep paralysis, some people actually like have out of body experiences. Like you are above your body currently.
That happens to me when I'm on drugs.
Really? That's never happened to me, and I'm happy. I've never seen like figures. I had one dream kind of like that, but I know how to like avoid it. Like turn on TV or like go smoke or something like that in my current house. But that was because I was really low mentally. Like it happens when you're like when the first time I like just got kicked out of my parents and whatever, so like I was really, really low and doing drugs, a lot of them. So like sleep paralysis is mental. Some people don't believe that though, but it is. It's kind of like a mental.
I mean some people think it's fucking aliens.
Those drugs probably didn't help your mental state.
No, they didn't. So that one was weird. And then the one at the current house, I was low. Like it's definitely like a depression thing. I don't know.
Yeah, you just kind of like unlock it in your brain. I think that's everything when you're sleeping. It's all like subconscious stuff that you don't. Sometimes I really believe that sometimes it's your brain trying to work out your sleeping brain trying to work out your waking.
No, I agree with that. Yeah,
problems. You know.
Dude, I hate to bring it up, but fucking wet dreams, dude. When you were a teenage boy.
I hate to bring it up.
When you were a teenage boy laying in bed and you woke up and you were like, what the fuck?
I never remember my dreams usually though. Like even if that did happen, I'd be like, I don't know what happened in my sleep. I
feel like when I first wake up, I remember them really vividly, but literally within like 5 minutes, it's all just starting to like just trickle away.
It's weird.
Yeah. Like I wake up, the second I wake up, I have a memory of everything that I just dreamed about. But within 5 minutes, it's like starting to get fuzzy. Within 10 minutes, a little more fuzzy, and then by 15 minutes, it's like, did I even dream last night?
I fucking get in the shower and I'll be like, what the hell was that dream about?
Yeah.
Do you ever have like reoccurring dreams? Do any of you have that? Like even
absolutely.
As a child, I had childhood ones.
Yeah, I used to have night frights when I was a kid. Like my parents would wake up and I'd be at the end of their bed like shaking and shit.
Oh shit.
Oh word, no, not me.
I've never had anything like that.
Nobody.
I've definitely woke up and felt my bed and was like, whew.
I'm home.
No, I don't know. I used to have like one watching a plane crash, and every time someone different that like was close to me died in my dream.
You've had that same.
Like it was always the same scene, but I'd always get a call that somebody different died.
You're lying.
No, that was only when I was little. It was always like my mom or Tanya, my older sister. It was like a little kid dream.
Yeah.
I don't now. I don't remember shit like that now.
I have something like similar to that, but it's never like a plane crash. Sometimes it's like zombies. Sometimes it's like just like murderers. So it's like I'm watching somebody that I know be killed by something, and there's nothing I can do to help. You know. Like, there's nothing I could do to stop it from happening, and I'm just watching it in my dream.
Damn.
And it sounds similar to your plane dream thing, where you just watch it happen. There's no way you can stop it.
Woods, yeah.
You know?
Like, I don't see anything horrific in those dreams. It just you see the plane and then like fire and smoke in the woods, and then like it cuts to me like getting a phone call, and then it'll be like somebody like, "Yo, whoever died." And I'd be like, oh, and then I wake up. But no one died. Like, nothing. It didn't come about anything in life. Like, people say, like, it means this.
I was sitting here thinking the whole time.
My mom's alive. My sister's
every
alive.
time you had one of those dreams, someone was dead.
But maybe it's just like...
in the dream.
It's not necessarily... In the dream, they die. It's never somebody that's dead. It's usually a case where, like, it's somebody in my life that I want to help, but I know that I can't.
Yeah.
You know, it's obviously not from zombies or murderers, but just personal life issues that I know somebody needs help, but there's nothing I can do to help them, or I feel like there's nothing I can do to help them. That kind of situation.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not even somebody. Sometimes it's like that case of you ever have like those dreams where you're communicating with somebody that in the dream you know, but in the waking life you don't know. Does that make sense? Where like you're like in the dream, it's like somebody that you feel very personal with, but you don't recognize their face and you don't actually know who they are.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely had those before.
I hate the ones where like you're about to get in a fight, but like you can't throw
swing.
a punch.
That's just
and
like
if you do, it's like
you're a pussy.
you can't like use. Dude, I know somebody I know somebody gets it, dude.
No, I've had those types of dreams before. And like the dreams where you can't speak, my dreams weren't like there was no dream leading into the event that happened. I just showed up in a scene where I was some certain place and I was probably going to die.
What a dream.
But then you wake up and it's
just that little
cool,
dream,
yo.
that much of what you remember, like that was the whole 8-hour dream.
Yeah, and I don't
that's so weird to me. Like you have like a dream if you remember it, and then it was like a short, maybe like hour type movie in your mind, but that lasted like the whole 10 hours you were fucking asleep.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had a dream that actually felt like it lasted as long as I was asleep.
Well,
you know?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
I don't even remember most of my dreams.
I never
I don't really dream anymore.
Unless
you think
probably
you don't
weed.
dream.
It's probably
it's the marijuana.
The weed has something in it.
I actually heard that.
It
is.
Yeah, because marijuana keeps you from getting into what do they call it? REM sleep. Yeah. That's why if you quit smoking marijuana for a couple of days, you're gonna have some weird fucking dreams.
That's true. That's very true.
You're gonna have some very weird, very vivid dreams.
Maybe that's why I don't remember my dreams, because they don't happen.
Yeah. If I wake up though, like at 4 and then fall back asleep for a few hours, I remember whatever happens in those dreams. Like those are vivid, like weird fucking dreams. Every time.
When you set your alarm clock like an hour earlier than when you actually want to wake up. And you wake up for like 5 minutes and you go right back to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Those little dreams are the ones I remember, and they're always so fucking weird.
Yo, whenever I wake up and then fall back asleep for like half an hour or something, I always have the dreams where I'm falling.
Yeah, like
if I have a short nap, those are the dreams I usually have.
I
hate those motherfuckers too.
Yeah, they're a pain in the dick.
Dude, mine, like...
Because they wake you up when you don't want to be woken up.
And you're up because you're scared.
Dude, there's been a couple of times where Missy's, like, elbowed me because she woke up and punched me or something like that.
It's just an excuse to be the show. You're like, fuck.
Jerry knows when I twitch in my sleep if I'm having a dream.
Oh, like a dog, you like start barking.
This is exactly what I was. As soon as he said that, I just pictured Fawn in my head, just like on her back, like her paws going like this.
Then she has told me I do make noises sometimes, like yeah.
And again, I just imagine him in his sleep, like.
Aww.
I don't know. Whatever. I don't care.
Yo,
I smoke weed every night before bed, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe
yeah. When I sleep, I'm like dead at that time.
Maybe I'm just weird.
Maybe.
I like watching the videos of people posting, like, there's that app they can download that records while they sleep. And all these people talking in their sleep post it to that app.
I'd be pissed if someone recorded me while I was sleeping.
No, they do it to themselves.
Wait a second. What?
There's a
this is new to everybody else to you.
So there's this like sleep talk app where your phone records audio while you sleep, so you can catch.
So you just get a normal camera
when you talk in your sleep.
Oh, I just use a normal camera too, but
yeah, why do you need an app?
I mean, there's probably some feature to where it like doesn't just record straight through.
I don't want
when you talk.
I don't want my camera to record for 6 hours though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
that's cool.
I don't know if there's probably some feature to avoid a constant.
Some night like sleepwalkers or whatever are like scary. Like they like leave the house and shit, and they like do things.
Yeah,
like cook dinner in the middle of the night while they're asleep.
Yeah, that's scary. I would leave somebody if like.
Did you ever hear about the dude?
Like,
Did you ever hear about the dude who because apparently what is it what's the shit that Roseanne Barr was on when she claimed that she made those tweets? She did make those tweets.
She was on something?
Valium?
She said
no,
she was
what's the sleep? It's a sleep medication.
Ambien?
Oh yeah.
That stuff's supposed to make like pretty much everybody who takes it sleepwalk.
Oh, dude, I want to take it.
There's a guy who I think he killed like his mother-in-law while she was sleeping at his house, and he used the fact that he was on Ambien as the excuse. But it's like I think
I want this.
Is that who South Park was making fun of then with the later episode with Mr. Hanky making all them tweets about the choir that he was putting together?
Well, yeah, that was Mr. Hanky was Roseanne Barr.
Okay,
that was what that was about.
That's funny.
I will say I don't think Roseanne Barr said she didn't say anything racist.
Do you know what she said?
She called Valerie Jarrett. She said Valerie Jarrett looked like a character from Planet of the Apes.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And Valerie Jarrett is apparently black.
Oh my God.
Which, again, like, this is why I'm on her side. Because if you look up a picture of Valerie Jarrett, she's not that black. She got pretty light skin. Like, I could totally... When I first saw her, I was like, that. I didn't think she was black either. I had no idea. And fucking even Roseanne Barr, that was what she said. She's like, I thought she was Jewish. I didn't know she was African American.
I thought she was Jewish.
And somebody grilled her. You can find, God, I wish we had a monitor in here. I'd love to play the video right now. But you can find, she did an interview a while after it happened, and they were just grilling her really hard on it. And you could tell she was like tired of talking about it. She was like, I just don't want to fucking talk about this anymore. This is literally the moment that ruined my life, and everybody just wants to talk to me about it. And they were just grilling her really hard, and she just freaked out, and she just screamed, I thought the fucking bitch was white! I thought she was fucking white! It's like, it's a crazy, like, you literally see Roseanne Barr just crack. Like, she literally just, gets pushed over the edge.
Well, people suck.
Yeah, people
Let's just
suck.
be honest here. People fucking suck.
I wouldn't like paparazzi, dude.
Well, it wasn't paparazzi, it was just a fucking interview she was doing.
Still.
Oh, word.
Yeah, it was something I'm sure she not necessarily volunteered, but I'm sure that it was something that she agreed to do. But at the same time, I don't think she thought she was gonna be talking for an hour about a stupid tweet that she fucking made. You know?
There's only so many questions you can ask about
and
that.
like she already answered them too, you know?
Yeah.
Well, people just people wanted to happen what happened. Like, they wanted her to break. They wanted her to crack and have a freak out moment. Because now that video is all over the fucking internet. Probably has 1 billion views, and it's not benefiting Roseanne, it's benefiting whoever the fuck did the interview. So, that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to get her to crack. That's what it always is. They're just trying to break people. because that's what good TV. That's what makes good TV. Is broken people.
Journalism.
Talking about how people suck. You want to know like the best thing about my job?
You get to tell people they suck.
No, you probably can't do that.
I can't do that. So like we
Good way to lose
require
a job.
Be a lot cooler if you could.
we require gloves because it's open bar and you like self-serve everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Smart, right? So if you tell somebody that, they'll be like, I'm fully vaccinated because now they don't have to wear masks. And it's like you still have germs. So anyway, so I'll be like...
You were supposed to wear the gloves before the pandemic.
Yeah, I'm like, you still have germs. So the funnest part is watching them piss because they have to wear gloves and then them struggle to get them on. So you just watch them explode inside because they look stupid and they're mad about having to wear the gloves. It's like every day that happens
It's so silly.
Because that was probably a rule before the pandemic, right?
And
like,
we're gonna keep it. Yeah,
that's literally a health code thing.
Yeah,
like to make you food, you want us to wear gloves, right?
Yeah, if you were the one that was making the ice cream for them, you would have to wear gloves, and they would be mad at you if you weren't wearing fucking gloves. So,
but they get so mad, and it's so funny to me. Like I'll smirk at them too. Like there's this old man that was such a dick. As soon as he walked through the door, because we have this sign on the outside. He's like, we have to wear fucking gloves. And I'm like, yup. And I'm like really nicely explained why. And he was pissed that I was really nice too. And then he's like, his hands were bigger than them. You could tell he's struggling to get them on. He's just getting so red. And like I was smirking, but like you can't see my mouth, but you know he could tell I was smiling at him.
People like that need to smoke weed.
Dude, it was insane.
I had an incident at the hospital here in Troy. Some old lady, the unit clerk was like, do you have your masks? And she's like, we have to wear masks in here? And she was like, well, yeah. And the old lady was like, I guess the hospital doesn't abide by the federal government. I'm vaccinated. And
it's like, you should want to wear a mask in a hospital.
I'm just standing there. I'm like, you're in a hospital. You're lucky they don't make you wear it anyway.
I know. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like I wouldn't be surprised if even after the whole pandemic's over and there's no such thing as COVID anymore, they still make people wear masks in hospitals.
Yeah.
We probably should have been wearing them from the beginning in the hospital just to help prevent spread infection in the most dangerous place to spread infection.
Yeah.
People do suck. And there's everybody doesn't. I wish more people were neutral about things.
Yeah. When I very first started that job, somebody wore the gloves. He was super nice. Then at the end, he was struggling to get his money out of his wallet because of his gloves. So I'm like, you can take off your gloves, like really nice. He's like, he's not my president. I was like, I chuckled to I was like, okay.
Thanks.
It was an old man with a Vietnam fucking hat on, you know, the kind with like the American Eagle shirt. It said, Trump.
You mean an American hero? Is that what you're talking
about?
No,
yes. Like
a veteran of a foreign war.
But like they want everyone to know that they love Trump.
Piece of shit who fought for my freedom.
Nope, that's not what I'm saying.
That kind of person.
But I'm saying like they want you to know that he loves Trump too, because he had like pins. He had like the jacket with like pins all over, and even like some like he was very into it.
I don't know.
A lot of them are.
I think people sometimes are just too into like they'll bitch about freedom, like not about everything, just about certain things. They're like we could take drugs for example. It's like we'll say people that are like they'll say, oh, live life, freedom, do what you want. And then it's like, well, can we make weed legal then? And then those same people are like, no,
weed is bad.
Weed is bad.
Not around our kids.
And it's just, I don't get it.
No one's ever going to agree on everything.
No, absolutely not. Everyone thinks different.
And there's always got to be hate about it, though. That'll never stop, too. Like, if you disagree with somebody, you're instantly angry with them. I don't know why people do that. You don't have to be.
Or you instantly throw judgment, and which we all do. It's
the only time
part of life.
The only time that you can is when you know for a fact that that's totally wrong, and you shouldn't think like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like racism, for example. You shouldn't think like that.
Facts. It's one of the few things that definitely should not have an opposite opinion.
I don't know, people. There's so much. There's so much we could talk about when it comes to issues like that.
There really is.
Right now, I'm flying.
So
I don't want to talk about it because I feel like they're gonna be like these half-assed opinions, and it's gonna be like, it'll be like, you know, like
when you're high, it's the perfect time to think about it.
Yeah, but like,
not. I mean,
I want
anything.
I
really.
want to be quick with the discussion, but my mind's slow right now.
Yeah.
That's why Cody kept like, nah,
but
I don't want none of that blunt. He was gonna fucking.
Yeah, I'm holding back from just tearing you guys apart on politics right now.
I could tell you, so I haven't said a word. He laid into me about the Vietnam thing, though. I'm not saying that if you fight for the country, but he just had a lot. Like, there's just like, you could vision what he looked like.
Look, I hate war. I don't think we should ever be a war. Vietnam was a bullshit war. Mm-hmm. But the people I'm going to disrespect are not the people that were over there getting shot at. It's the people that caused those people to get shot at.
No, I wasn't disrespecting him because he fought in the war. I'm just like painting a picture of what he looked like.
It is something, and I was giving you a hard time, but it is something that's kind of become popular now. Is obviously none of us want to fucking be in a war.
Yeah.
But it's becoming more popular now. I mean, I shouldn't even say now because it's the way it was with Vietnam. People were really disrespectful to the guys that fought in Vietnam when they came back. You know, a lot of them ended up homeless and on the streets and with severe PTSD. And there's just we just lose respect for the people that are actually fighting the war just because we oppose the war. And it's like those people are just as much the victims as the people, as the other people on the other side of the war that we're fighting, you know? They're victims too. The people who are the aggressors are the politicians. Yeah. Or the people that fucking get us into the war, not the people that are fighting it. People that are fighting it 90% of the time are poor kids like us and our friends who have no other options in their lives, so they sign up for the military because some guy comes to their school when they're 17 years old and tells them, "Are you confused or don't know what you want to do with the rest of your life? Well, we will fucking make that decision for you and pay you for it while you're at it. You get fucking money. We pay for all your food and your board, and you get an education that you don't have to pay for." So you can't. I just can't be mad at those people.
Okay, so I was not hating on people that fought in Vietnam.
I know, I was just giving you a hard time, but I'm just saying that that's just kind of a narrative that's been I just get annoyed at the disrespect for the troops because the troops are the last ones that need it.
This is why I tell a lot of people.
I have a lot of family.
This is why I always say I don't know how you can pick a side because there's so many things you got to look at, like outside of the box and all that shit, before you really make your decision.
Yeah. People are quick to shoot off at the mouth, though. That's why we have all these stupid opinions about things.
But back to what you said, vet or not, I don't understand why people need to go completely off topic like that and just be like, he's not my president, when you said nothing about that.
Nothing.
It's just like, okay, dude.
I just kind of laughed. I was like,
do you want me to talk to you about politics right now and you're going to be a dick?
His wife, kind of looked at me like, sorry.
Dude, when I had that incident with the older lady at the hospital, her husband looked embarrassed. His face got really red, and he immediately just, put his head down.
What's it, my stepmom and dad? Because it sounds like that was exactly what happened. If that was
No, I was just like, man. And then the unit clerk was just staring her down when she walked back to her seat.
What else is she gonna
I got discriminated against at Sweet Frog about my gauges in hair and stuff when I first started because it's a religiously ran place.
Oh, that's nothing new with me either.
Frog stands for,
what did we say?
Fuck.
We went over it on one of the other.
Fully rely on God.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just got so happy.
So
that's so stupid.
I didn't know that when I started until anyways. So before they had the posters up, our shirts used to say that, but someone new bought it and took it away. They still let that be the slogan or whatever, but it's not on anything. And these people that haven't been in there in a long time came in and looked me up and down the whole time. She just kept staring me down. And then
This bitch.
when she got up to the thing, she's just like, where's all the religious posters? Aren't you guys religiously ran? And like she kept quoting the fully rely on God stuff.
No, Satan bought this
I'm
establishment
like,
about
no,
a year ago.
No, but she just kept going on and whatever. And then someone I was with, Daniel, came out who kind of looks normal, not really. And then she kind of like talks to him and looks at me, and she's like, they'll just hire anybody now, won't they?
Yo,
I just went in the back because I wanted to
dude.
be mean.
I would've
I
said
just started.
Don't
Yeah, you
fucking
can't-
don't
you can't
talk
really-
like that in front of me. I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, but if you want to keep your job, you can't really. You kind of just have to eat
she
it.
could
you
go
know?
get another job.
No, it was just like I that's never happened to me before. So I was just like, no, I have been judged based on tie dye. An old lady at the laundromat called me a hippie because all my clothes are like tie dye.
I had a weird thing.
That's not like a total insult.
No, I wasn't.
No.
I'm like, thanks, but no, this bitch would like look me up and down and like judge the fuck out of me
They'll
because
they'll just hire anybody now. Is a pretty shitty thing to say to
I should have started
somebody.
speaking Latin like angrily at her, like
Yeah.
something like.
Yeah, just
I
start
had-
speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
I had an incident when I was 19 and I worked at PNC.
Oh,
There was
like in
a-
Twanda.
No, in
What?
Sayre.
Sayre.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I was a deli clerk, and there was an old guy that came around on a scooter, and he got some deli stuff. And I went around and I brought it out to him, and he's like, "Oh, you're such a nice guy. Let's pray." And he started praying, and I was like, "I'm not really into that." And he turned me in for it. And my manager came back, and he's like, "What happened?" And I told him exactly what happened, and he's like, "That's it? I'm not gonna write you up for that."
People are rude.
I mean, he should have written you up so that way you could sue them because you can't fucking you
That way
can't
you could get
punish
money.
somebody for not wanting to pray at their job.
Yeah.
Like that's
I
so
was like,
illegal.
and it was when it was like close to like me closing up the deli, so it was like I don't got time for this fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Like
People
I,
suck.
That's fucking funny though.
yeah, dude.
I think it's just funny that somebody would want to even say that, would want to even do that with somebody that just handed them some deli meat. Like, how many people are you fucking telling, like, let's pray right now?
Apparently,
Like, how many times in your day are you just like, we need to pray? I gotta pray right now.
Right now.
Like,
what
I
do
was raised Baptist, and I probably know more about religion than half the douchebags that claim to be like, you know what I mean? Like, all of them don't practice shit that they like preach to people, and I hate that. They just like go to church for the community thing, and then they just talk shit about and judge everybody. Just,
yeah, that's
just
mainly
aim to
what
be a
it
good
is.
person,
Yeah, that's
regardless
mainly
of what you
it is.
believe.
sometimes people use it to elevate
Hate it.
themselves and make themselves feel like better people because they're religious, you know? It's not all bad though. You know, my grandparents' church, like my grandma's church, they're actually, everybody that I've met from their church are really good people, you know?
Yeah.
So I try not to hate on
What church
all of
do you
them.
go to?
It's a Methodist. I think it's a Methodist church, and it's like on that road on the way to Alba, not Alba, Austinville. That road on the way to Austinville. There's a church right there on the left. That's
Like in Grover?
I have no idea. I could not even tell you
It's Grover.
But
To Austinville?
Isn't that right there?
No.
No.
Where is it?
Austinville
is
is
in
Crossroads. It's
outside
like
of
near
Troy.
Outside of Troy.
You're like
Is-
you're all
there's
the way in
another
Canton,
place, though.
bro.
You're in Canton, yeah.
Really?
Right
Yeah.
outside.
I was thinking was up that way going up Grover. Like, okay.
you're thinking of Granville, I think.
No. I don't know what I'm thinking. but
Yeah,
I
you're
guess it's
just
not
you're
Austin,
not
though.
thinking about you're not thinking about anything, dude.
I just don't like humans.
But
and
I
that's the moral of this
forgot
discussion.
what we were talking about.
We're talking
just
about
now,
why
so.
we don't like certain things. Humans being the main. Or people that...
Or rich people. We were talking shit about rich people.
You always
I mean, we can talk
you
shit
in
a-
your mind always talk about.
We
like,
can
I don't
talk
think
shit
we ever
about-
once mentioned a rich person.
But that's always on. He's like, oh, humans, rich people, fuck suck.
Fuck rich people.
You know what? You can't hate on them either because you know
I
what?
can.
They
and
were
I
like-
will.
They were like, I'm going to make some money. And they did. Why do you hate on them for that?
Okay.
What if you were...
I
rich?
hate some of the things that they do.
Oh, because
don't
they think they're superior. I get that.
Well, yeah. Or like Walmart not paying.
Oh yeah,
enough
absolutely,
money and
absolutely.
Stuff like that.
When they totally could afford it.
You're
When they
s-
could
yeah.
absolutely afford it.
Yeah, dude. Like, they don't give a fuck about us.
Yeah,
poor
did
people.
you hear about Amazon was like monitoring their workers on their breaks and shit? It was like a huge controversy, I think, right before the pandemic.
Yeah,
and
I
then
remember
they
that.
tried to like come out like they were like saints because they said they were gonna stop doing that. They're like, we're trying to be progressive and make things better, and it's like nobody else was doing that before you guys. It's not like you just made up the idea of not monitoring your workers while they're not at work. Like nobody else is doing that. It's just you pieces of shit that are fucking doing that. You know?
I watched a video about break times and shit, and how the video was labeled end 30-minute lunches, because he's like 30 minutes isn't enough time to. He's like, it's not our time because we still got to go in a break room of a shitty little factory of here. So it's not my time. His video was about unpaid lunches, saying, like, if I still got to be here, you fucking pay me for it. I can't. It's not like I can go home and relax for an hour or two, and then come back to work.
That's how it was when I worked at Howell. They locked the gate because I was on second shift. I don't think they did it on first shift. On your break, you were allowed to leave on first shift. But second shift, since it was at night, they locked the gate. Like, it locked from the outside. So you could leave, but when you left, there was nobody with the key for you to come back in. Oh. So we were unpaid lunches, but we weren't even allowed to leave the property.
That's fucking
stupid. If we left, we wouldn't be able to get back in.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's fucking. Well, it's not good for them or their employees. It's gonna make employees miserable because you're basically turning your workplace into a prison.
Yeah.
And it's like, is that really what you want? How you want people to feel while they're at work? Do you want them to feel like they're locked in a fucking prison all day?
How well do you think your workplace is gonna perform when every single employee doesn't fucking care?
Yeah, and feels like
they're
being locked into a prison.
Okay, that's why they put out such garbage products.
Like one of the things,
and they won't pay people.
One of the things I was just gonna say that one of the things that at my workplace, like, we all just got raises, right? But yet Walmart employees start out at like $15 an hour. I don't even make that.
That's only Walmart employees in New York.
Yeah, New York.
Pennsylvania too. Over here.
Actually, it is
really?
15, 16.
Yeah, dude, over here in Sayre, they start at $15
New York, it's
an
17,
hour.
18.
Jesus.
Yeah. I started off at 15. I was
fucking Leprinos, dude, they're starting people out at fucking like $20.79 or some shit.
That's another one with all their, because it's a food factory plant, because of all of the health regulations that they have to follow, they don't let you leave either. Because you have to, like, I mean, you got to wear booties and, like, hair nets.
Yeah.
If you have a beard, you got to wear a beard net and shit in there, and they won't let you leave. We were allowed to leave because we were contractors, but a lot of the employees aren't allowed to leave until their shift is over, just because of the health food violations.
Yeah. But anyways, about the pay thing, like, so my company, there was a job fair in Troy, and like, my company set up a booth down there, and they only start at $10 an hour, and like all these other places are way over.
You start at $10.
Yeah, a lot of other places, even close by, are way up. McDonald's, for Christ's sake, they start at $11 an hour. So it's like, how are you gonna go to a job fair, set up a tent, advertise $10 an hour, when the tent right next to you is like starting pay $15 an hour, or maybe $20 an hour?
You got
like CNBC just put out an article about inflation, because for the past year, our government has been printing money like it doesn't have an effect.
Yeah. So
inflation is about to like double. So somebody like your company, if they really care about you guys, they need to get ahead of that and start giving you guys real raises now, because pretty soon, even what you make now it's gonna be like you're only making $5 an hour now. You know, like by next year, if they don't give you a decent raise by next year, it's gonna be the exact same as if you were making $5 an hour right now.
Yeah.
Because that's how much the cost of our dollar is going down.
And that's one of the reasons why we keep bitching. Like I said, if your employees are unhappy, you're going to have a shitty product or a shit business or whatever. And like, my shop is so small that if only a few of us quit, they'd be fucked. And when I say a few of us, I mean like 5. If 5 of us quit that place right now, they'd be fucked.
Mm-hmm. Do you make more than 10 at least?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
But
But
not much more.
Yeah, because you need to work in New York. You live right by. Because I started, like, weighing frozen yogurts my job, and I get paid $15 an hour.
Oh, shit.
So.
Well, Jerry was telling me about going back to Cabinet Works because she's like, the lumberyard supervisor said he'd offer you a utility job if you came back. I was like, utilities get paid like fucking a little over $20 an hour. And I was like, going back, starting, I was like, that'd be cool. But
goodbye free time.
Yeah,
and,
I was
spending time with your daughter.
That's what I was just gonna say. The lumberyard does 11-hour days, 5 days a week, and then I'd have to come in on Saturday for at least 2 hours.
CVS is starting at like 16.
That's a waste of time to have someone come in for a couple hours.
Yeah, and
that's bullshit. They gotta pay you. They gotta fucking. Make that
have a
worth
minimum.
your while,
yeah,
dude.
You should have a 4-hour minimum or something like that.
Yeah.
Cause like that's like
say
somebody lives like an hour away, and they got 45 minutes away, and they got a job at Masco. They're gonna travel 45 minutes for fucking 2 hours. It's bullshit.
Yeah, that's one thing.
And they're still only getting paid their normal pay. No, that's lame.
Yeah, that's about how far I live from my job, 45 minutes. That's how long it usually takes me to get there. But really? I also drop off Aria.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna take you twice as much if you go back to Masco because you're gonna have to drive Aria all the way to your parents' house and then come all the way back.
That's another thing that we thought. That's another thing that we thought about. But
childcare, dude.
Yeah.
You'd probably have to find somebody in Sayre.
And like it's gonna suck because she's gonna start school soon. So it's like. Nobody's going to be there to get her on the bus. Nobody's going to be there when she gets home. So we're trying to figure something out, but I don't know. It's not going well right now.
Could you ever go to Troy?
She could, but I'm pretty sure there's a tuition. I don't want to pay a fucking tuition for her to go to fucking high school.
No, but you're going to like...
elementary school.
But that's still saving money for when she's... Because you're going to have to figure out something financial. Like, to have somebody come to your house. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's the easier route.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe you can find like a high school nanny girl and be like, here's
high school nanny girl.
20.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Put it in the
I don't know. You know how girls always
Facebook
babysit?
Post. I
like
need a high school
17-year-old girls
nanny.
babysit.
Yeah, you just see
extra money.
Just
It's
hire
called a babysitter.
Money, not
hire
extra.
one. Yeah. Thanks.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
Pay one of those like $10 to put her on and off the bus.
Yep.
I don't trust people with my kid.
Okay.
That's my biggest problem.
All right.
Well, I'll quit my job. Do you trust me? I'll do that.
Yeah, but I would only give you like.
You're like $10 a day.
I would pay. I would give you a travel fee, or not a fee. I would give you.
You're gonna pay me.
I would pay you. I would pay you for mileage, and then I'd give you like.
$10. Give me free weed. I'd be down.
Okay.
I'll work around my schedule.
Problem solved.
All right, your future's figured out, dude.
Got you.
Or I'd probably give you like $10 a day.
That's fine.
Maybe
that's
less
$50
than that.
a week. Yeah.
First, we'd have to look at your gas tank and how much gas you use per day, coming in the morning and then coming back at night. Or if you want to stay at the house all day.
No, why not? Well,
you wouldn't make enough money.
Nah.
I'm a stay-at-home dad, so I don't
I
have
would
to worry
still
about.
help
You would
you.
only make $40 a week.
I would still help you though.
Because I wouldn't need you on Friday.
Yeah, that's true. It'd be like my side job. Just give me free weed.
What time do you leave in the morning? You can't.
I leave at, let's see, it's usually like 5:10 when I pull out of my driveway.
Oh yeah, so you'd never be able to get her on the bus at that point.
Because she wouldn't get on the bus until like fucking 7:30.
You should honestly just have her go to Troy. At first.
Yeah, probably. We're probably going to. Mom actually
Do you
called.
know what the tuition is?
No, Mom actually called down there and she said the first lady mentioned the tuition, but the second lady didn't say shit about a tuition.
You'll need to, unless
But
you
they
make it
also
her
didn't
address.
They also didn't say anything about enrolling her. They just said, well, call this number and.
I don't know.
You
I
could
feel
lie
like
and
if you're already, if you're already paying taxes, I feel like you should be able to choose which school, regardless of where you live.
Yeah, right.
dude.
People
fuck
lie
the
and get out of
districts.
that. Like, just say she lives with your parents.
I don't want to do
I don't
that.
know
Yeah,
if
but
you have to
there
prove-
were. I was gonna say I think there's other stuff involved.
Yeah, like
in
paperwork
that.
and shit. Yeah.
Chad would have to
Well,
sign some
the
like legal guardian shit.
Well, yeah, and I'm not.
Yeah, I get
I'm
you.
not giving up my.
Right. Yeah, I get you.
And like, if we changed her address to my parents' address, then my parents, we wouldn't be able to claim her on taxes anymore.
Oh, true.
So
Yeah.
we don't want that to happen.
Yeah, you're right. I was just kidding when I said that. It was a joke.
There's a bunch of
But
stupid shit involved. Like
you'll
Cody
have
was
to pay
saying, a kid
tuition.
should just be
Yeah,
able,
they're definitely
be able to go to
tuition.
whatever school they want to if you enroll them. You
My
already pay
mom-
taxes for it.
My mom said she talked to my aunt about it, and she said it was $10K a year for tuition. And I was like, don't you think that's a little ridiculous?
For a child's education.
I feel like that's not. I feel like that's a lot.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah,
I feel
especially
like-
for a public school, it's absolutely a lot.
Yeah,
I don't think that's what it is.
absolutely. That's more like private school costs type
Yeah.
I
stuff.
mean, private
isn't
school
it?
is going to be that's actually cheap for a private school.
I mean,
I think
yeah,
private school
Really?
is probably
Yeah.
closer to like 20,000
like
a
a
year.
college
That's fucking crazy.
tuition.
That's
Well,
fucking.
college tuition's even more, man. There's some
Um,
colleges it's fucking like $250,000
Yeah.
a year.
Missy went to private high school. I gotta ask her.
Just go to Notre Dame.
Yeah, I could ask her what they paid,
Speaking
what her
of that,
tuition was.
Chris and Kira had their baby, and they're gonna have him probably go to Notre Dame when he grows up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they said they want to put him in a private school.
that's cool. What's
Because
the
private-
reasoning?
Because she said private schools don't go with like federal regulated public school curriculums and shit.
Yeah, private schools have their own curriculums.
Yeah, so like
They're usually much better than
that's
public curriculums.
that's exactly why. And like she brought up Common Core math isn't a thing in private schools.
Oh
and,
man, you're making me want to fucking change my mind on this
Yeah.
whole private school thing.
Yeah, they stick to knowledge besides the religious bullshit.
Word.
Yeah, but like,
not all private schools. Are
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
yeah, I know that, but Notre Dame's the religious one, ain't they?
they're
Yeah, I think it's a
they're
Catholic school.
Catholic, but they don't like you don't pray before
Oh
class
yeah,
or
yeah,
shit
for
like
sure.
that.
Yeah.
And they don't force like certain classes on you. Like you can take like some
Bible
kind of
studies.
Bible studies and shit like that, but they don't force you to take those classes.
Yeah, that's good then. I mean, how you don't know how expensive it was?
No, I don't. I'll ask her about it.
I
She
bet
was
you
sure-
it's more than
I was gonna
10,000 a
say,
year.
I'm sure Notre Dame was pretty expensive.
Is
They're
that a high school?
pretty nice school?
She went
Yeah.
there all her high school.
Don't look at us. We don't know.
Nah, dude,
We didn't marry her.
Yeah, I
Damn,
think so.
bro.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Dude, I don't know. I don't remember things, man.
I
I
don't
kind of
either.
miss high school.
I was talking to Jerry
liked
this
it.
morning about back in the day, the Newlywed Game. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's still a thing. Well, I was thinking. I told Jerry I was like, we should get like people to play that with us. I think it would be fun. And then I was like, you can't get mad
I
at
would
me if I get something wrong. And she's like, well,
That's
yeah, I
that
can.
was
We've
the
been
whole
together
point of
for
the show.
9 years or whatever. And
Mhm.
The whole point of
the
the
whole
show,
show
was
was
just-
designed to get couples angry
Yeah.
at each other.
but I thought it would be cool to play. But
I want to be the host of it.
what you just said about you don't remember things, I'm kind of the same way, dude.
Dude, I'm not
like,
good. There's been times, like I went to the pharmacy to pick up a prescription for Missy, and they'd be like, "What's her date of birth?" And I'd be like,
All right, ask me another one. Ask me the color of her eyes. I got that one.
That's funny.
Leo, dude, I had to stop and think the other day when we took Leo in for the X-ray. She's like, "What's his date of birth?" And I was like,
I do that with artists sometimes. I'm not good at remembering birthdays either.
Me either. I'm not good at it. I'm not good with names either.
Jerry's is easy because it's just two of the same number.
I even know her birthday, I think.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Isn't 11/11?
11/11/93.
Oh, that's right.
So it's
right.
it's simple.
11/11.
Oh, good man. Look at me.
That's cool. Good for her. Good for her for being born.
Congrats, bro.
Good
Congratulations.
Good job.
Good for all of us, right?
You really did.
Good for all of us.
No, good for you. She's your wife.
How funny would it be if he got that wrong and she listened to this and is like, motherfucker.
I'm the one that said it.
11/11/92.
No, it's
93.
simple.
So she's what? 26?
She's 27.
27?
I'm 26.
November.
You are so bad at math.
November. I saw. Hey man, I suck at mental math as well.
Yeah, I'm fucking. You gotta give me a break, dude. I'm 2 blunts.
Not really.
I'm 2 blunts in now. When we got here, we smoked a blunt, and then this one, and then before on my way here, I was smoking a bowl. Like, math isn't my strongest subject.
You're really justifying it. We get it.
Yo, did you see the new
Yeah,
car?
but he ended the justification by just agreeing with me and saying he's bad at math.
Yeah.
Said, did you see the new car?
Yeah, I did. It's dope, dude.
Pretty sweet,
My neighbor
eh?
has the same car.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it blue?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I feel like it's this way with
You're
every.
gonna see the car more. Because,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Every single time you buy a new car,
It's
you
because
see more of
it's
that.
because now you notice them.
Yeah.
Because like you have one.
And
of
that's
your
like
own.
that's like another brain thing, dude.
Yeah,
Your
there's
brain-
there's a name for it. I can't
Dumb.
remember.
No, I'm kidding. You're right.
I don't know what it is, but
I
there's
think
a name for it.
I just think it's funny.
No, I agree.
What kind of car is it?
It's a Ford Escape.
I think that's the same car my mom drives.
If I
Word.
I think so.
It's pretty
Did
neat.
you wake up and look at Jerry and go, "I'm driving this today"? Do you like?
No, I went up to her and I asked her. I was like, "Can I take your car today?"
Oh, do you have it with you today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. I drove it. She's like,
Nice,
"Got to put
dude.
gas in it." It's like, all right,
I want to go for a ride in it sometime.
okay. We can't smoke in it though. It's the no smoking car.
What? Well, okay. I don't care about going for a ride in it then.
That's the only reason I wanted to ride in it. is to Get high in it.
I mean,
To break it in is what you're saying.
not necessarily. We always smoke when we go places.
Yeah, I know.
Aw.
I know.
I mean, it's
Don't
not
cry,
just a
bud.
him and I thing. I smoke with
cry.
everybody that rides with me, except for Missy and Leo.
Yeah, well,
That's good.
obviously.
But
Proud of you,
there'll
bro.
come a time where,
He's 18 and you're old.
You're gonna wait till he's 18.
I mean, he's gonna smoke before that and just not tell me.
Probably. Hey man, it all depends on who his friends are.
Yeah, he'll get in a good crowd because he's gonna go to Notre Dame now.
Is he? You're
Notre
gonna take him
Dame.
there.
Yeah. It's the school his mother went to. He might as well go there.
Is there any other private schools around here?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't really look up the stuff. Horseheads is a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah.
What, the
They're-
school?
Yeah. So they're in a way they're kind of like a prep school.
Interesting.
Missy said they always referred to Horseheads as a prep school, and they were a fucking private school.
Preps.
Yeah, they were.
They're
Well,
fun.
the Horseheads was always like the richer.
Yeah, yeah.
Horseheads is like rich Elmira. You know,
Yeah.
that's where all the rich people lived. You know, they played like lacrosse when fucking people in Elmira played football type shit. You know?
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Fucking. Did you know Elmira College was private college?
It's a private college?
Yeah, dude.
So
but all that means is they say it's private so that way they can charge more money.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You know, like it
Yes.
just means that they don't get any support from the government.
Makes
That's all it
sense.
means.
Makes sense.
That's why if you don't live in New York, it's insanely expensive to go to Elmira College
Why?
because it's a private school.
Yeah, but if you don't live in New York,
Well, that's any school.
Is there like a tax or something?
Yeah,
because you live in a different
college,
state.
Any college, if you go from out of state, it's always going to be more expensive.
Really?
It's the same with Mansfield. Like if you live in New York and you tried to go to Mansfield, you're going to be paying more tuition than the people who lived in Pennsylvania.
I'll have to ask Missy about that. 'Cause she lived with her dad in Webb Mills when she was going to Mansfield.
And I'm pretty
And she
smart.
lived in Horsehead.
Public school.
I went to Canton. I'm fucking intelligent.
I don't know. Canton always seemed like there was a bunch of dumb people that lived there.
It is a dumb town.
It always smells like cat piss.
Yeah, I love it.
Elmira usually smells like shit.
Yeah.
I literally got out of
Not
Canton
in my
as
area,
soon
dude.
as
Of course, I don't live in...
You live in Pine City.
I got out of Canton immediately.
Yeah, Pine City is nice.
As soon as I graduated and walked out of that school, I went to New York.
Did you
So
go to Elmira?
I went to Southside.
Southside. So the crappy part of the area.
Mm-hmm.
All of Elmira is kind of shit now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of the north side ain't that great anymore.
I mean, that didn't end well. Then I went back to like Leroy
Right.
Canton. So
But then, so from there you moved to Troy?
yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
I've been in Troy for a while now.
Canton's
A little bit of an upgrade, know what I mean?
I like that trailer I was in Canton, though. I miss that thing.
The trailer park sucks. It's weird. I
had
swear
any
I grew up
problems.
there,
They
and then
never-
you lived there.
They never complained about my drumming and shit.
That's
Had to
good,
be
dude.
loud as fuck outside.
That's cool.
Yeah, but there was always people that were loud there too, right?
Yeah, didn't my stepdad like mow the lawn like really
Yeah,
late?
fucking
or early?
guy he'd mow the lawn at 9:30 at night. This guy would be out in his riding lawnmower.
Yeah,
I don't fucking blame him,
I
man.
hate
It's
the
probably
guy.
nice and cold at that point.
Yeah, right? You don't have to mow
Well,
in the
I
fucking
fe-
heat.
He
Yeah,
always
mow-
like
not
fucking
mowing in the
sun
sun.
beating down on you.
he always just gets home. Like I'd be out on the porch smoking, and I'd see him pull in with his trailer with a riding lawnmower on the back of the trailer. He'd back it off the trailer, and then he'd just start mowing his lawn. It was like
Man,
9:30
cool.
at night. Getting
Is
that
that-
shit done.
I remember you
Hate
telling me
that
about
guy.
your one neighbor just left his car door open for like 2 weeks one time. Do you remember that?
That old fucking
He lived
Big-
like behind
big
you.
dude.
Like,
Yeah,
right
yeah,
across from you?
that big dude.
Dude, he was there when I lived there. He's a weird motherfucker.
But I just remember you telling me about how like
I watched
I
it
was over
rain
there.
and shit in it.
Yeah, and his door. He just left his door open.
Yeah. It was
Manhunt.
weird.
I played Manhunt throughout the entire trailer park one time, a few times.
Really? That's cool.
Yo, it
I'd
was the
never do that.
best time.
I'd never do something like that.
I played Manhunt in Elmira at the
Really?
the,
Wow.
the school over there where there's the little tiny skate park and shit.
Manhunt's so much fun.
There's
When you
a
get a big
pool.
group.
Over
shit's
by
fun.
the school?
Yeah, like so
Southside?
you know where Maple Ave is, right?
Yeah.
You know where the roundabouts are?
Yeah.
So you take a right and it takes you right to the school.
Been there.
Yeah.
A few
I
times.
have not.
I don't know which school you're talking about because you can go both ways there. I think if you go right, there's a school down that way, and if you go left, there's a school down the other way. So which direction are you talking about coming from on Maple Ave?
So, okay, you're coming from Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
headed towards the Express Mart.
Okay,
that
so it's the elementary
That
school
first,
down there, right?
yes,
Okay,
yeah, I
okay.
guess. I don't know what fucking school it is.
Because I think
but-
if you go
It's
left
elementary.
there, I'm pretty sure there's another school down that road too.
Oh, okay.
I think I might be wrong.
Well, if you go left, then it takes you to Spalding Street.
yeah, it's like
and-
past Spalding Street. If you go past Spalding Street,
Well,
keep going down.
Spalding, let's see.
We're probably on completely different roads.
Yeah,
right now.
probably.
Like,
Probably.
We're probably taking a different road off of Maple Ave. Right
Probably.
now.
I'm thinking about the very first roundabout
Yeah.
you come to.
right.
That's the only one I know that's down there.
I mean, you could probably get there from the second one too. They're right next to each other. So
Yeah, for sure. I
didn't
know there's
there-
like a little elementary school right there. It's like right next to the river, basically.
I didn't know there was a school down there.
Yeah, dude. I played Manhunt there. I watched people get in a fight.
Nice, dude. Were you just like, whoa?
I was just standing there like,
Oh, whoa.
why are these people so angry? But whatever, man.
What? Did like someone get knocked out or a cop show up or
No, it
they
was
just
just
stop
it was just a
eventually?
bunch of, dude. I was only like fucking 18, 19.
Were you scared?
No, I just kind of walked away. Like all right, this isn't my.
Was it like people you were hanging out with? Or
yeah,
I was hanging
out with a couple people, and like the fight happened, and then like they were shouting things to egg it on, and I was just kind of like, "Shut up, guys."
Wow, you're the bigger person right there.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well,
man.
I don't really like fucking.
Do you remember what they were fighting about?
Nah. Nope. Something about a girl.
Wish you had a cooler story. Just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that cool. I never said it was going to be a good story.
I was kidding.
Just telling it.
I know what school to talk about though. I played basketball there a few times.
I didn't know there was a school up there.
Yeah, neither did I.
I don't really explore that area. Like, I know the main road in Elmira to take me certain places, but as far as like knowing where some schools are and stuff, you've probably been to more places than me, being with Marissa and shit.
Yeah.
Being up there.
Are you jealous?
No, I don't give a fuck.
You don't need to get to know Elmira. It's not that exciting.
No, I don't. Dude, I will say I know more about Elmira than Missy does, and she lived up there her whole life.
Really?
Yeah,
like
dude, I'm always asking her,
shit?
not necessarily names of roads, but like what stuff certain buildings used to be. I'd be like, hey, babe, we drive past the building. I'd be like, what that used to be? I don't know. And then there's been a couple times I'd be like, you know what was used to be there? And I would say whatever it was, and she'd be like, I didn't know that.
Really?
Come on, dude.
Lived up here.
Remember Ames? Remember that Ames over there?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember going there like when I was really
Yeah,
really
yeah,
fucking
dude.
young. That closed down like when I was real young.
Elementary school.
We were.
Yeah.
I probably wasn't even in elementary school yet. I was probably still like 4 years old when that shit closed.
We were probably in like fucking first second grade or some
I
shit.
went to the Ames that was like in Monroe and like Twande.
There was, I was gonna say there was a couple of them.
I never went there.
There was one in
there.
Elmira, and I did know about the one in Towanda, Wysox area.
The Ames, they were like a giant. They were kind of like Kmart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then Kmart took over, and then Walmart and Target.
The Big
finished
K.
it.
Remember when they rebranded as the Big K?
Yeah, and it didn't really do anything for them because they still shut down.
Yeah, they still haven't done anything with that Ames building either. It's
Nope.
just sitting there empty. I mean, the other shops the other storefronts have stores in them, but that one just Ames.
The
that
biggest
department,
one.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just empty.
So what time are we rolling up on here?
It's been about an hour and a half.
All right.
Been about an
Good
hour and a half.
conversation, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
out.
This has been Everybody Podcasts. Peace.
Peace.